Ang problem, the leadership of Alan Peter Cayetano, even if they are the legitimate majority, was not recognized by the Senate. And the problem is, diniktahan na ng Malacanang ng House of Representatives at sa tulong ng Sandigan Bayan, ng some part of our judiciary, they try to force their way to not recognize yung leadership ni Alan Peter Cayetano nung majority pa ang kanyang bloc. Okay? So what happened was that when Alan Peter Cayetano was the Senate President, even the communications employee of the Senate, they are not recognizing the powers of Senator Alan. 'Di ba? Yung hindi nila pinupost sa website ng Senate, hindi nila but they are the lawful majority at that time. Na I would just like to take a hit dun sa I would just like to call out yung bilyonaryo. Dahil yung bilyonaryo, meron siyang post about may pinost yung bilyonaryo. Tapos sa post ng bilyonaryo, they are making it appear na walang nagawang bills yung Cayetano block sa Senate. Ganon. Putang ina nyo pala. Paano magkakaroon ng proposed bill? Paano makakapagbasa? Nanggugulo yung Gatchalian block, nanggugulo yung Malacanang. So you expect that they would be able to finish certain bills reading, things like that, kineso. Nanggugulo nga kayo. Putang ina ninyo, kung di kayo nanggulo, dapat yung waling-waling ni Loren Legarda na ipasa na yun. Hindi nyo na dapat ipinantawag ng special session yung waling-waling ni Loren Legarda. Diba? Anong ginawa ninyo? Hindi nyo pinagtrabaho yung Cayetano block. Diba? And so what you did, you try to call a special Senate session in the guise of taking back power. Kung ikaw ay tao na may dignidad, normal at nag-iisip, you would be able to see that this group of Gatchalian, tama yung sinabi dito na nasa comment section, no? Hindi man talaga Gatchalian block yan, BBM block yan eh. True! Wala bayag talaga tong si Win Gatchalian. Kung may bayag ka Win Gatchalian, nag-post-post ka na tungkol dun sa concurrence requirement under the Constitution. What the fuck did you did? You took it down. Puppet ka lang. Good morning, Miss Joey. Live kayo ni Kuyang EB after ng third floor nila. Ay talaga ba? Alam mo, dapat magla-live kami kahapon ni Kuyang EB. Nung isang araw. Magla-live kami, tapos na-disappoint talaga ako na walang senator na umaten. And we're going to talk about it in a while. MNQGC, hello, ayan. Nora Lisa Bajao, hello po. Sabi ni James Bello, hi Miss Joey, another nakakawalang ganang umaga. I woke up with a heavy heart, Miss Joey. Paano na lang ang flood control? Siyempre, yung lumipat sa kabilang block, yun yung mga sabit sa nakawan. Totoo. Okay. So, i-process muna natin yung mga nangyari in the past few days. Hi, Tita Benji Pugales. Hello. Hi, Miss Joey. Is it true na di daw dapat masuspend si Jinggoy ng ombudsman? May exception daw, Senate lang din pwede magsuspend and should have 2/3 votes. Explain if you know. Yes. Actually, this is something that I am going to make a separate content on. Kasi, as far as I can remember, meron ng mga senador noon na nagkaroon ng kasi kapag nag-prosper, supposedly, no, if I remember it correctly, but take my word with grain of salt, kapag nagkaroon ng kaso sa ombudsman ang isang government official and it reaches certain threshold dun sa gravity ng kaso niya, may preventive suspension na kaakibat yon. Ganun. Okay, may preventive suspension na kaakibat. However, kapag ka-legislator ka kasi at nagkaroon ka ng kaso, the suspension is supposed to be referred to the ethics committee of the legislator. Bakit? Kasi yung mga legislator, it is widely believed, hindi ko alam, baka kasi nakahanap na sila ng ibang legal justification dyan eh. But as far as I can remember, ang position ng government then, any branches of the government, no, even the judiciary at that time, is that kapag ka nagkaroon ng preventive suspension or whatever ang isang legislator, senator or member of the Congress, of the House of Representatives, they have to refer the decision to the ethics committee of the House of Representatives or the Senate. And then the implementation of the suspension is at the mercy of the Senate or Congress as a body. Ganun, so ibig sabihin, hindi mo po pwedeng i-apply yung suspension ng ombudsman on its own. Hindi mo po pwedeng i-apply yung suspension ng ombudsman on its own dahil supposedly, it is only the Senate and the Congress and the House of Representatives who can actually discipline their own members. Ganon. Pero persuasive yung magiging preventive suspension or suspension na ibibigay ng ombudsman. And if I remember it correctly, parang ganun yung nangyari kay Teves eh. Di ba yung si Teves, nung nagkakaso siya, na ethics committee siya, ultimately, ang nag-expel kay Teves is the House of Representatives. Even if may kaso si Teves noon, sa regular court, di ba? And I believe in ombudsman as well. Ayun. So, it is, greatly debatable yung suspension ni Jinggoy Estrada. Kasi, it happened to Joel Villanueva. Of all people, putang ina. Of all people, nangyari yan kay Joel Villanueva. Diba? Si Joel Villanueva, eventually, na-dismiss na lang rin yung kaso niya eh. But he was actually, he was supposed to be suspended. Pero it was referred to the Ethics Committee of the Senate. Ayan. So, I plan to make a separate content about it eh. Kasi alam niyo, sa totoo lang, moving forward, what we really need to do is to deep dive on certain information. I do not know what's gonna happen to us because yung pushback natin is really not making any stride. Yung kalaban natin, mga sobrang animal. Sobrang animal ng mga kalaban natin. They don't listen to people. They don't listen to us. They don't listen to our criticism, ganyan-ganyan. And they always downplay our criticism as something na, hindi, political lang yan. Ay, hindi, kasi ganito. Ay, kulto lang kayo, diehard lang kayo. And things like that. But we cannot stop. We have to continue speaking up. We have to continue, ringing bells and educating each other on the situation of the Philippines. Hello, Guapogs! Maraming salamat sa pa-super stickers. Thank you very much po. Ayan, okay? So anyway, noong June 16, supposedly, magkakaroon dapat ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing as scheduled by the former majority bloc and the legitimate majority bloc at that time. Noong panahon na ang Senate President was Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Ang problem, the leadership of Alan Peter Cayetano, even if they are the legitimate majority, was not recognized by the Senate. And the problem is, diniktahan na ng Malacanang ng House of Representatives at sa tulong ng Sandigan Bayan, ng some part of our judiciary, they try to force their way to not recognize yung leadership ni Alan Peter Cayetano nung majority pa ang kanyang bloc. Okay? So what happened was that when Alan Peter Cayetano was the Senate President, even the communications employee of the Senate, they are not recognizing the powers of Senator Alan. 'Di ba? Yung hindi nila pinupost sa website ng Senate, hindi nila but they are the lawful majority at that time. Na I would just like to take a hit dun sa I would just like to call out yung bilyonaryo. Dahil yung bilyonaryo, meron siyang post about Hi Akini, maraming salamat sa pangkape. Teka lang ha. Asan na ba yun? May pinost yung bilyonaryo. Tapos sa post ng bilyonaryo, they are making it appear na walang nagawang bills yung Cayetano block sa Senate. Ganon. Putang ina nyo pala. Paano magkakaroon ng proposed bill? Paano makakapagbasa? Nanggugulo yung Gatchalian block, nanggugulo yung Malacanang. So you expect that they would be able to finish certain bills reading, things like that, kineso. Nanggugulo nga kayo. Putang ina ninyo, kung di kayo nanggulo, dapat yung waling-waling ni Loren Legarda na ipasa na yun. Diba? Hindi nyo na dapat ipinantawag na special session yung waling-waling ni Loren Legarda. Diba? Anong ginawa ninyo? Hindi nyo pinagtrabaho yung Cayetano block. Diba? And so what you did, you try to call a special Senate session in the guise of taking back power. So, may pa-numbers ang bilyonaryo. Oo nga nakakairita. Sobrang nakakairita talaga. Bilyonaryo. Cayetano. Ayan. Ito yung paano ng kayat ng no? Ito yung pa-number ng bilyonaryo. Ito bilyonaryo. Diyos ko po naman, oligarch ang backup niyan eh. Magagaguhan ba tayo dito? Ayan. So, may may pa-post yung bilyonaryo. It is very, very Sabi nila, di naman fake news yan. Totoo naman yan. Oo, pero yung framing ninyo, sinungaling. 'Di ba? Yung framing nyo dito, sobrang sinungaling. Sabi ng bilyonaryo, I may leave the position of SP but I am honored to still be your PS, your public servant. Okay? Kasi yun yung statement ni Alan Peter Cayetano when he accepted that they do not have numbers anymore. Okay? When he accepted that he doesn't have the number anymore. And sinasabi to ni Alan Peter Cayetano, no, you get the 13, ako mismo tatanggapin ko yan. Hindi ako makikipag-away, hindi ko pero dapat dun lang tayo sa legal. So sabi dito ni Alan Peter, kinote ng bilyonaryo yung statement ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, I may leave the position of SP, but I am honored to still be your PS, your public servant. After weeks of contesting his ouster, okay, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano finally conceded the Senate presidency as his hold of, and this is really fake information, okay? Alan Peter Cayetano had already been saying, since noong siya pa ang legitimate na Senate President, na I have no problem stepping aside. You just need to get 13. Sa ngayon, ako pa yung may 13. So ako pa yung SP. I am not ousted. Ngayon ba sinasabi yung contesting his ousting? Ganyan. At this time, yesterday, dapat people in bilyonaryo and the mainstream media, you should be asking the question, mga putang ina nyo. Diba? Na if you truly believe that Alan Peter Cayetano is not the Senate President, why do you need to get 13? Ba't nyo kailangan kumuha pa ng 13? Di tama si Alan Peter na kailangan nyo ng 13 bago ma-legitimize si Win Gatchalian. Nung nakakuha yun ng 13, yung minority did not have any problem about it. Naka-13 na kayo, di kayo na. Diba? Etong bilyonaryo, and this is this is one of many reasons why our country is fucked up because of mainstream media reporting situation like this. You're not telling the truth eh. Like for example, na para contesting is ouster, there is no ouster. The ouster just happened yesterday because it was only yesterday that you were able to get 13. And, Alan Peter Cayetano finally conceded the Senate presidency as his hold of the chamber's top post officially ended on Wednesday with the election of Gatchalian. But why are you going to say the ouster in one breath and at the same time, election of Senator Sherwin Gatchalian? May dishonesty eh. May dishonesty. Diba? I think the better description here is that there was a power struggle in the Senate. And finally, Win Gatchalian was able to get the 13 he needed under the law. That should have been the proper description of what happened. Diba? The Senate held special session as ordered by President Ferdinand Marcos to approve pending legislation. During Cayetano's brief term from May 11 to June 17, the Senate has 8 sessions while failing to pass any measure. Okay? On the other hand, he has 20 Facebook Live broadcasted and conducted 7 press briefings. Okay? So they are in the guise of telling everyone the achievement of Alan Peter Cayetano. They highlight the statement of Alan Peter Cayetano, I am your public servant, but I have 0 bill passed. Diba? Kita-kita mo yung framing dito. Kita-kita mo yung framing dito. And sa totoo lang, okay, these are facts. Ito sinasabi na Senate Session 8, bill passed 0, Facebook Live 20, press conference 7. Okay. Okay lang yan. Sabihin nyo lang yan. Pero sabihin nyo din, diba, on how the Senate presidency of Alan Peter Cayetano was harassed and disrespected by the minority. Diba? Why were you not talking about the the tumultuous Senate presidency of Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, who experienced attack from the NBI, kineso, ganyan. The 8 sessions that was presided and conducted during the Senate presidency of Alan Peter Cayetano was, ang tawag dito, yung was clouded with absences, boycott. Ba't hindi yung sinabi yun? 8 yung sessions, ilan yung boycott na nangyari? Diba? So ngayon, yung mainstream media, why were you not talking about? Why you are not asking Win Gatchalian and others? So if you truly believe that the ouster of Alan Peter Cayetano was valid, if you truly believe in that, why do you have to elect and get 13 votes for Win Gatchalian? Diba? Sobrang kupal lang, no? Sobrang kupal lang. And the mainstream media is propagating this kind of sense na bakit sobrang acceptable para sa mainstream media na yung mga unparliamentary behavior is something that you can miss in your reporting. The former majority bloc was nothing but very parliamentary. And yesterday, Amy Marcos, Pia Cayetano, Rodante Marcoleta, sino pa yung mga part ng minority, nung bagong minority na nag-attend? Diba? And they did their job. Nagtanong sila doon, nag-usisa sila. Hindi sila bitter. Diba? Hindi sila bitter. So parang, I find it really disgusting that the mainstream media is contributing dun sa pagpapakalat ng kabobohan sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Again, why were you not asking hard questions on the Gatchalian block? Kahit nga hindi hard kahit nga yung sabihin ninyo, i-point out nyo lang yung mga inconsistencies. Diba? Like for example, natatawa ko kasi napanood ko yung live ni Attorney before ako nag-start mag-live, pinanood ko yung live ni Attorney Neil Abayon. Of course, si Attorney Neil, very di ba, yung very matter-of-factly siya mag-content, di ba? And very surgical in a sense na talagang kung ano lang yung provided ng law, yun yung i-discuss niya. He would have some remarks, political remarks, pero is very, very careful. Kasi kumbaga, parang yung opinion niya is largely influenced by the legal situation of the problem. Di ba? Ganun parati mag-discuss naman si Attorney Neil. Sabi niya doon sa live niya kanina, ang problema kasi ito, the inconsistency is so glaring. 'Di ba? Yung minority block, yung block ni Gatchalian na nag-walk out, mga putang ina nyo, 'di ba? Ramdam ko yung buwisit na Attorney Neil Tapos yung parang sinasabi lang niya kasi nagsabi siya, ang dating kasi sa akin ng Gatchalian block, parang silang mga pa-virgin na walang kasalanan. Tawa ko ng tawa. Tawa ko ng tawa kay Attorney Neil. Sabi ko, si Attorney Neil, bad trip na. Bad trip na siya, ganyan. So, pinoint out niya. And we were talking about it in our other lives also. No? Sabi ko ni Attorney Neil, napaka-hypocrite, unparliamentary nitong Gatchalian block. Kasi remember, nung nag-walk out sila, nung nag-propose yung Cayetano block ng remote voting, ng online voting, okay, online participation ng mga senador, nung nag-propose yung Cayetano block noon, galit na galit sila. Sabi nila, hindi, dapat idaan yan sa Committee on Rules, kineso, ganyan. Okay? Nung sinabi nila na ganun yung gagawin, pinilit nila na dapat dumaan ng Committee on Rules. Dapat daw hindi pag-usapan, minamadali daw ng Cayetano block, yung pag-amend ng rules, ganyan. But, okay, nung lumipat si Cheese sa kanila at nagkaroon sila ng putyo-putyong plenary session nung June 3, okay, Mig Zubiri proposed an amendment on the presiding officer of the impeachment based on the members present. And for this one, hindi tumaan sa Committee on Rules. dinire-diretso nila, ni-railroad nila. Attorney Neil Abayon pull up the legislative history of that proposed measure kasi sabi niya, hindi, baka naman napag-usapan na kasi to prior, baka na-miss out lang natin, something like that. But the legislative history, it says there that it was only filed, introduced on June 3, and there's nothing else. Diba? So diyan pa lang, kitang-kita na, wala kayong kwenta, hindi kayo sumusunod sa sarili ninyong posisyon sa buhay. Diba? So talaga alam mo yun, yung kung ikaw ay tao na may dignidad, normal at nag-iisip, you would be able to see that this group of Gatchalian, tama yung sinabi dito na nasa comment section, no? Hindi man talaga Gatchalian Black yan, BBM Black yan eh. True! Wala bayag talaga tong si Win Gatchalian. Kung may bayag ka Win Gatchalian, nag-post-post ka na tungkol dun sa concurrence requirement under the Constitution. What the fuck did you did? You took it down. Puppet ka lang ng BBM administration, Win. Diba? Okay. So anyway, that's for the Senate. That's for the Senate. And I think, no, to be fair and to be fair to our senators, they really fight it out to the last opportunity. And a lot of people were disappointed kasi nga parang ang feeling nila nung nag press conference yung 18 Marines, yung 22 Marines sa Double Gem at walang sumipot na senador doon sa kanilang it is supposedly ang tawag dito? It is supposedly a Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, ganyan. But it didn't push through. And hindi nga dumating yung mga senador. Apparently, noong June 16, what the Senate did was to file a petition before the Supreme Court to set forth talaga yung mga issue on the quorum requirement, on the concurrence requirement, and things like that. And the purpose is basically to ensure that the institution is going to be protected by changing leaders. 'Di ba? Nang kapag dapat pagka ito yung majority ko, ito yung minority, ganito dapat yung sitwasyon. And ultimately of the minority nung ang time na ang majority ay yung Cayetano block. 'Di ba? Kasi talaga namang ang legitimate nun is Alan Peter Cayetano group. Ganon. Marami mga na-disappoint kasi parang hindi nagpunta yung mga senador. To a certain extent, ako rin sabi ko parang sana kahit isa man lang merong nagpunta. Senator Amy went there. Pero nung pumunta si Senator Amy doon, meron pang gipitan na nangyayari with with Double Gem. Kasi nauna nang nagsalita yung Double Gem na hindi tuloy ang Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Pagkatapos, ang nangyari na nga is that natuloy rin siya eventually, pero hindi as Senate Blue Ribbon hearing hindi as Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, kundi as press conference. Okay? And ayun, pinrioritize ng mga senador yung pag-file ng petition sa Supreme Court, and so that's what happened. Ayun. Well, I think kasi siguro hindi rin ready mag-press con yung yung 22 eh. Kumbaga parang since nandun na rin naman na sila, then they talk about whatever it is that, nagtanungan na lang sila doon at nag-share na lang rin sila ng kwento nila. Ganon. There are some things that was going on in my mind na alam mo kasi yung feeling na pagka meron kasi senador doon parang mas malilegitimize yung nangyari na event sa Double Gem. But I think the Senate is torn between going there and take some risk, like kasi meron na talagang threat kay Senator Marcoleta na i-aaresto siya. Na-aaresto yun si Senator Marcoleta. Ganon. And I think Senator Marcoleta is going to be arrested talaga. Sooner or later. But I guess if Senator Marcoleta is going to be arrested, they wanted to happen in such a way na talagang super high impact talaga yung magiging event na yan. Pero alam ko, gigil na gigil talaga sila kay Senator Marcoleta. Ayun. So, di ba mag-push back ang INC? Well, I think INC is thinking about that. I'm pretty sure. May rules of the Senate. Aresto sa anong kaso, sabi ni kay Naro. May final sila na plunder case kay Senator Marcoleta. Yung kaso ni Senator Marcoleta, hindi ako kabado doon kung fair ang labanan. Kung fair ang labanan. Kaso nga lang, hindi naman talaga fair ang labanan. Hello, naaresto nga nila si ang pangalan nito, naaresto nga nila si Jinggoy Estrada ng ganun-ganun lang di ba? Ayun. Sabi, they also want to do a KOJC sa Italy. Not sure. Sabi ni Margo. Yes. Yan rin ang alam ko. I think, no, talagang dadalihin talaga nila ang iglesia sooner or later. Ayun. So, anyway, my frustration is really coming from we have to be very grateful of the people who are valiantly fighting. Di ba? Doon sa mga Marines, doon sa mga senador. But I think June 16 shows that this government is going to do anything and everything. And overwhelmed tayo by the abuse of power and pera. Guns, guns, and gold na talaga ang pinaiiral ngayon. And alam niyo, nung naririnig ko yung guns, guns, and gold, elementary pa ako. And I thought, nung panahon ni Era pataas, na mas civilized na tayo, alam mo yun. Mas civilized na tayo, mas statesman-like na ang mga politician natin, but no. Ayun. Di rin bababayan kahit 2031, sabi ni Mark De Dios. Nabuhayan tayo ng pag-asa dahil Senator Cayetano Black and the Brave Marines. Totoo naman yan. But I think, it's really on the hands of the people. It's really on us. Can we really show numbers? Can we really go out? Kasi taong bayan na to. Nasa taong bayan na talaga to. What are you going to do? What is the extent that you can tolerate in this kind of government? So unless we would be able to know how to do people power, this is just going to persist. Ganun hindi tayo makapag-launch ng people power. Hindi tayo marunong mag-people power, di ba? Paano natin ma-outwit yung gobyerno? Because they're just going to do whatever it is that they want to do. Ayun. Sabi ni Mark Mendoza, in the end, mas nadidismaya pa rin ako na di siya nagpunta sa Blue Ribbon Committee ng 18 Brave Marines. Alam mo, ito yung personal take ko dyan. I think it's because hindi ganun kadami yung lumabas. I think it's because of that. Personal take ko to. I think kung maraming nagpunta sa Double Gem, to the extent na you can really stop the traffic, to the extent that you can really stop the traffic doon sa Double Gem, I think senators would go there. Ganun. Kung kunwari dumami yung tao dun sa Double Gem, na yung dumami na talagang nag-stop yung flow ng traffic, I think the senators would go there. Kasi yung mga senador, ang balancing act ng mga senador is that they have to listen to the people and at the same time, they have work to do in the Senate. So if there would be enough people on the streets, let's say doon sa Double Gem, na talagang overwhelming yung call, pupunta sila doon. Pero at the same time kasi, they also have to work in the Senate and they still have until 2028 to do their job in the Senate. So, doon lang tayo sa totoo Parang wag natin iniwanan sa ere ng mga senador yung 18 Marines, ganyan. Pero kasi yung mga tao hindi rin nagpakita para sa 18 Marines And I think yun yung first thing that we have to learn how to do. Kapag lumalabas yung 18 Marines, protektahan rin na siya ng taong bayan. Ganun. Of course, mahirap. Of course, hindi siya madali. Mahirap naman talaga mag-move ng tao. But that is really something that we should learn how to do. Ganun. It is really something that we should learn how to do. Wala na ano eh. We are on our own. And we have to accept that we can only fend for ourselves. So it's either we push back and learn how to do this with impact, or you just let it happen and tolerate it. Sabi ni Randall Roque, Ma'am Joey, naaawa na po ako sa katulad ninyong vlogger na nagsisiwalat ng baho ng administrasyon ngayon, pero ang mga tao tinatanggap na lang lahat ng kawalang hiyaan ng gobyerno na nakaupo na lang. Well, at the end of the day, it's not just going to be me who's going to suffer eh. I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to stop. Simply because ayokong mamatay ng merong pinagsisisihan. Gusto ko mamatay ng steady. Alam mo yun? Yung pagka namatay ako, parang, yeah, I'm good to go. I was able to do everything that I needed to do. Sabi ni Canairo, organizing ang wala, too random, at masyadong personality-based kayo. Sabi ni, hindi, kayo lang naman yung nagsasabi masyado kaming personality-based. Meron naman yung base, meron siyang ideological and political base. Hindi naman yung personality lang eh. Kayo lang naman nagsasabi masyadong personality-based, kineso. In my opinion, we need to have something or someone na mag-organize sa atin. Sabi ni Nora Lisa, I think we really have to do it on a small scale level. Like for example, sa barangay nyo. Hanapin nyo na lahat ng DDS dun sa barangay ninyo. Diba? Mag-usap-usap na kayo. Sino yung mga DDS dito? Ganyan-ganyan. Magkita-kita na kayo. O kung kunwari, sa probinsya ng Bulacan. Diba? Sino-sino ba tayo? O mga taga-Bulacan, shout out sa inyo ha. Mag-usap-usap tayo. Mga DDS dyan sa Bulacan, mag-usap-usap tayo. Let's organize ourselves. And yung ibang mga taga-probinsya, ibang mag-organize din kayo. Ganyan. Diba? Ganon. So, okay. Well, anyway, yun na yun eh. Nangyari na ang nangyari. Okay? Nangyari na ang nangyari. What's gonna happen? I think they're going to start arresting the Marines. They're going to start arresting them. Aanuhin nila yan. Teka lang ha. Nalobot na ako. Ayan, dito tayo sa tabi ng microwave. Okay. Ayan. So, I think they're going to find ways on how to arrest the 18 Marines, the 22 Marines. Ano ba yung assignment ng bawat Pilipino? Okay? We need to protect those who are going all out and risking their lives for the truth. And may human trafficking case daw against kay Mike Defensor today sa news, sabi ni Marvin. Ay, papakulong nila yan. Mike Defensor, sila Atty. Baligod, di ba? Yan naman sabi ni VP Sara, di niya agawin ang president position from BBM. Hayaan niya ang rest of term, makita ng tao ang kawalang hiya ni BBM. So that means endure, sabi ni F. May Barile. Ako naman tingin ko, ang tingin ko kasi dyan, hindi kasi, let us stop looking at Inday Sara as Messiah. Hindi si Inday ang magsasalba sa Pilipinas. Kaya nga, I beg to disagree dun sa mga nagsasabi, masyado kayong personality based. No, we trust Inday Sara to lead us. Magpresidente siya, boboto namin siya as presidente. Iluluklok namin siya bilang someone na magdidesisyon kung paano resolbahin ang problema ng Pilipinas. Pero at the same time, I was never advocating that Inday Sara is the Messiah. Okay? It is not Inday who's going to save us. It is us. We are going to save ourselves. I don't know. Siguro tama rin naman yung iba dyan na yung yung sinabi. Masyado kasi kayo yung personality based. Kasi I think there are many content creators that are very, very personality based. But if you're listening to my live enough, okay, I beg to disagree that I am personality based. No. Because I never look at the Dutertes to be the ones na magsasalba sa lahat ng kasalanan sa sanlibutan. Ganon. I always put the responsibility on every citizen that it is you who's going to consume the information, it is you who's going to act, it is you who's going to save this country. I want Inday Sara to be president? Damn it, yes! Because she's capable. Does that mean Inday Sara can save the Philippines in our situation right now? No. She can't. It really has to come from the people. Taong bayan, mag-isip kayo. Mag-isip tayo. Value your you being a Filipino. You have to value it in such a way that tayo ang magpapabago ng bansa. Yan na naman sinasabi ni PRRD. Ako, nakikinig lang naman ako sa taong bayan. I am just a public servant. What you want me to do, I will do. Sabi ni Calcifer, maraming napapakamot ako. Yeah, actually, yan din yung isa sa mga disappointment ko. Yung parang, kasi sabi dito, napapakamot ako sa allegation ng 18 Marines. Mukha siyang parang medyo all over the place. Yeah, actually, that is also one of the things that I want them to improve on. Na sana, mas solid yung, ito, sabi ni Calcifer, parang all over the place na lang yung allegation nila. Halo-halo na. Marami na tuloy yung parang nagdududa. Yeah, because they have to really, and I think sa sobrang medyo mahaba na yung time na naglumipas, by now, dapat na-organize na nila yung mga dapat nilang ma-organize. Yung kwento, yung mga deliveries, yung mga taong involved and whatnot, ganyan. Yung mga ganong bagay. Dapat, at this point, dapat mas klaro na siya eh. And mas klaro na, mas malinaw, and mas madali na dapat, ma-present na nila to in such a way na, isa lang abogado nila Joey, sabi ni, then they have to get more. Meron naman ng nag-volunteer yata eh. Ayun. Hindi kaya ma'am dahil 2 rally na ang naganap ng INC, milyon ang dumalo, pero kinibit balikat lang ng admin. So ano pa yung rally na less than that number kung hindi kaya ganun isip nila? I do not know. Hindi naman. I think hindi naman. Kasi yung unang 2 rally ng INC is actually open to dialogue. Open to dialogue yung INC. I have no right to speak in behalf of INC, but this is just what I hear from the Kaparangan. INC had reached the point wherein they are not amenable to any dialogue anymore. Ganun. Ayun. So, I think what we need to do is to take baby steps. There are so many things that we want to happen. There are so many problems that we want to address. And let us just do what we can do within our control. Diba? Sabi ko nga ako, hindi ako titigil. I think I am going to endeavor to make more content na magdi-deep dive talaga dun sa mga issues. Because yun lang rin naman yung kaya kong iambag eh. Diba? Yun lang rin naman yung kaya kong iambag. Ngayon, I know a lot of you have bleeding hearts. Alam ko marami sa inyo dumudugo talaga yung puso, nanghihina, nasasaktan. Kahapon nga meron ako mga nakausap na gano'n, alam mo, ayoko nang makinig ng balita kasi parang nade-depress ako. Pero hindi kasi option yung huminto eh. And we are at our weakest now. And it is okay to rest. But we have to step back, look at what is going on, and see what we can control and what we cannot control. Ano yung mga pwede nating gawin? Kasi hindi natin po pwedeng daanin sa sa braso dahil wala tayong braso. Ang braso at gasolina nasa kanilang lahat, wala sa atin. Pero meron tayong mahabang pasensya. Yung pasensya na ito, paano natin gagamitin to our own advantage? How can we organize ourselves? Okay? Dapat yung pasensya natin, gamitin natin doon sa kung paano natin palalakasin yung sarili natin. Hindi yung paano natin i-injure lahat ng kababuyan na to. The goal is really to get more people see what is going on. And if we are strong enough marami na tayo na naiintindihan ng sitwasyon, then that would be the time that we could actually do something. Perhaps at that point, this administration is going to listen to us and would not be able to disregard us. Sabi ni I am Kim Rose, if con us next, so what's your problem? May ambag ka ba? Sabi ni I am Kim Rose. I am Kim Rose, gusto mo umakyat? Pwede kang umakyat. Ikaw, anong ambag mo? Kasi since nagtatanong ka ng ambag, anong ambag mo putang ina mo ka? Akyat, Kim Rose. Ito yung link. Since nagtatanong ka ng ambag, i-share mo sa amin anong ambag mo putang ina mo ka. Bilis! Ayun, sabi ni I am Kim Rose, if con us next, so what's your problem? May ambag ka ba? Akit ka dito, putang ina mo ka, tapos sabihin mo kung anong ambag mo. Di yung tapang-tapang mo, pagkatas di ka naman makakit kang putang ina mo ka. Akyat! So, anyway, ngayon, itong mga tarantadong to, itong mga yung agreeable na sila dun sa CONAS. Wow, talaga agreeable na sa CONAS? Talaga ba? Talaga ba? As if naman talagang reform yung kanilang advocacy ever since, ano? And sa totoo lang, I do have some run-ins with the reformist, Yung iba na talagang yung mga reformist diyan. And I have nothing against dun sa pagre-reforma ng bansa. Okay ako diyan. Wala akong problema dyan. But if you're going to reform a country overrun by people na tumatanggap ng maleta, hindi yan reforma, pagpapatibay yan ng corrupt system. Hindi reforma ang mangyayari dyan. You want reform? You want CONAS to happen led by BBM administration? Talaga? That's not going to be a reform. That is going to be the institutionalization of maleta politics. Are you sure that you're going to be given a voice in that reform endeavor? Of course not. So, yun, ganun lang. Relax, Joey, nakakabawas ng ganda. Wala po akong pakialam sa ganda. Ayan, ang dun lang po tayo sa natural na ganda. Ang totoong ganda, hindi ine-effortan. Ayan. So anyway, kawawa din yung comment. Kawawa din yung nag-comment next generation. Good morning, Miss Joey. Pasensya na po kung medyo harsh ito. Pero totoo po kasi, mahirap magpag-gather ng tao dyan sa Metro Manila. Kasi halos ng tao dyan, di naman nila lahat ay walang pakialam. Miss Joey, tingin mo ano possible move natin? Opposition kung talagang ma-impeach si Sara. Okay, so punta na tayo dun sa what's gonna happen next. So ngayon, na-validate na nila na-validate na nila yung Senate leadership. So basically, yung Senate leadership, na-legitimize na kasi nakakuha na sila ng 13 'di ba? Nakakuha na sila ng 13. Do not stop speaking out. Yun na nga lang ang kaya nating gawin 'di ba? And I would like to commend yung mga JIL members na nagsasalita at tinuturuan nyo kami, wag magnakaw, tinuturuan nyo kami honest living. Pagkatapos ikaw, Joel, talaga? Dahil kakasuhan ka, lilipat ka? Diba? Ano yan? Ano yan? So, we should not stop speaking out. We should continue calling out yung mga tao na pinapili yung convenience kesa yung sa ikabubuti ng bansa. Yung mga selfish na mga individuals na nag-aano lang, di ba, na parang, sige, parang di kami makasuhan, dyan na kami sa inyo. 'Di ba? Diba? Sino minumura? Loy, sino minumura mo? Ako ba yung minumura mo o si I am Rose? Pwede kayo makipagmurahan sa akin, pero umakyat kayo. Tapos sabihin nyo yung peace ninyo, hindi yung hindi yung laban na laban kayo sa comment section pagka ayun, kagaya ni Joel Villanueva na tamad, Marcos is Lord. Ako pa raw yung edi akyat kang putang ina mo ka. Wala pa lang kwenta yung insight ko, nandito ka pa, akyat kang putang ina mo ka, Loy, bilis. Akyat ka, magmurahan tayo dito, ano ba stand mo? Galit na galit ka sa akin, mumurahin mo ako dito, pero pinapanood mo kung tanga ka. Ako sa'yo. Miss Joey ang masaklap kay Cheese at Joel, nag-traitor na nga dahil walang prinsipyo, tapos nagpapahero pa. Correct! Correct. Ayun. So, anyway, what's gonna happen? Okay, first, mapakulong nila yan, yung 18 Marines na yan, for sure. Hanapan nila ng paraan yan para makulong si Mike Defensor, makulong yung mga ex-Marines. Okay, pagdating sa impeachment, they really have to fight tooth and nail para makakuha ng 16. Kung hindi naman 16 ang gusto nilang kunin, bababuyin nila yung batas. Kasi 16 ang kailangan eh. So, mahirapan sila kasi hindi naman nila ma-expel ng basta-basta ang isang senador. Kagaya nga na sinasabi ko before, if they want to reduce the members of the Senate, they have to expel the members. So, pag nag-expel ka ng members, 2/3 pa rin kasi yung kailangan. Ganon. So, mahirapan talaga sila. Hindi siya talaga magiging madali for them. So, the impeachment of Inday Sara, the conviction of Inday Sara in the impeachment trial is going to be tough for them. Okay? But even if sabihin natin na mahirapan silang makakuha ng 16 votes, they're going to take advantage na sa impeachment trial. So ngayon nga, ang ginagawa nila, tinalaganan nila si Chis Escudero bilang presiding officer. Ngayon, kung si Chis Escudero ang presiding officer, alam na natin kung anong gagawin nila kay Inday. Bababuyin nila si Inday ng bonggang-bongga. Islander talaga nila ni Inday ng bonggang-bongga yan. Led by Chis, of course. 'Di ba? Led by Chis Escudero. Okay? Sabi ni Traveling Lente, mas bumilib ako kay Senator Jinggoy. Kahit hindi siya nagpakitang relihiyoso, tinanggap na makulong siya at tumahimik kaysa kay Sen Joel na panay salita about sa Diyos niya pero walang paninindigan. Correct! Ayan. Okay, si Together's group, eto na. If you're in Luzon, we are organizing small group for pasta party. Please join our Discord group. Sabi ni Together's Club. Ayan. Palagay ko dapat batikusin ang mga bumaligtad. Yeah. Yes. Totoo. Kung mag-resign daw ba si Sara, titigil daw ba ito? No, it's not gonna stop. They're just going to continue on doon sa mga ombudsman cases na final nila kay Inday Sara. And probably they will try to ano nila yan? Kung di nila makonvict si Inday Sara dito, mag-resign si Inday Sara, dadalhin nila yan sa mga kaso-kaso sa korte. Ayun. Islander nila si Inday Sara sa impeachment trial. Okay? Whether makonvict si Inday Sara o hindi, bababuhin nila si Inday Sara. Okay? Let us say, hindi nila kung makukonvict nila si Inday Sara, edi mission accomplished na sila. Kasi that's what they have been working for since 2023 di ba? Ngayon, kung hindi nila ma-impeach si Inday Sara, they are going to push for the no election. Term extension ang labanan dyan. So magkakaroon ng no election, term extension, or they're going to push for CONAS. Yung no election, term extension, at saka CONAS, magkakakabit yan. But the effect is term extension. The ultimate goal is term extension. Either no election, either mag-constitutional assembly, but ang ultimate goal nila is magkaroon ng term extension para dun sa mga may hawak ng power na yun. Okay? Ngayon, what's the role of the judiciary? We cannot feel the judiciary. Ay, hindi, may kaso. Ay, hindi ako nawawala ng pag-asa kineso. I would really like to join you on that, na mag-rely pa ako sa Korte Suprema, ganyan-ganyan. And I don't think they can make things happen for us. Just to be honest. They're not going to help us. And in fact, their nonchalance is helping the dictators now. I think we all have to understand that we are on our own. And the only ones who can change the situation right now is us. So how are we going to figure this out? Ako, tingin ko, kasi may mga nagtatanong, paano natin mapapabago ang isip ni Inday Sara, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi isip ni Inday Sara ang kailangan natin baguhin eh. Tatakbo na nga si Inday di ba? Lumalaban nga si Inday di ba? Hindi naman si Inday Sara yung kailangan nating kumbinsihin na magbago ang isip. Ang kailangan nating kumbinsihin na magbago ang isip, yung mga taong ayaw lumabas sa kalsada. Yung mga taong hindi pa handang lumabas sa kalsada. And Lila, hindi na rin ngayon yung panahon eh. Para yung kung hindi lang inano si Sarah, hindi ganon. Hindi wala nang hindi na rin nakaka let's not waste our time in dwelling on matters like this kasi hindi na rin nakakatulong yan eh. Hindi na rin nakakatulong yan. Sabi ni Tita Benji, hindi lang dumudugo Miss Joey, kundi durog na durog na. Hello! Alayo ng ikot ah. Alayo ng ikot ng friend ko. Ayan. Anyway, tamad kasi yung mga Pinoy, umaasa lang masave sa kanila. Mala Diyos pero di maka-Diyos pero di naiintindihan na sabi ng Diyos, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Gusto pa yata si Lord ang pupunta sa rally, sabi ni Jing Forever. Correct. That is the first mindset that we have to change. No one's going to save you except yourselves. Si ID photo ba yan? Hi, Pau. Oh, yung ID photo ni Pau. Si Pau kagabi, nakatulog na dito sa sala. Ayun, dahil antok na kami talaga. Ayan, magsimula tayo ng small gathering sa bawat lugar natin. Pag-usapan ng mga nangyayari sa bansa at yung mga magiging leader noon, mag-communicate sa iba pang mga leader. Yes. Yes. We really have to create our own small community. Talk about our situation. And what are the sacrifices that we can really do? Diba? The good thing that happened in the Senate today is nakita natin kung sino talaga ang para sa bayan. Sabi ni JSG Brothers. And at ang nakita natin doon ay konti lang talaga tayo. Yung mga politiko na para sa bayan ay konti lang talaga. Nasisilaw talaga silang lahat sa maleta. Nasisilaw talaga sa maleta ang mga tao. So yun, sobra na nga laban ni VP, lahat ng suntok sa kanya. Oo, sorry ha, pero sa akin kasi yung mga nagsasabi na ay hindi, dapat si Inday na ang mag-lead, ganyan. Kasi if you're going to do that, na sige, si Inday na ang magtatawa, ganito ang gagawin, kineso, ganyan. Then it is not coming from the people. It is coming from another person. And that person that you want to take over, how are you going to limit that person in the future? Diba? Ito nga yung sinasabi ko eh. Hindi yun yung tinuturo ni PRRD. Diba? Hindi yun yung gusto mangyari ni PRRD. Ang gusto mangyari ni PRRD is that tayo mismo, alam niyo yung sa Dutertista na t-shirt, ang laki ng tiwala ni PRRD sa taong bayan. And I think it is the responsible of those who are learned, yung mga nakapag-aral, yung mga, to educate yung mga tao nasa paligid ninyo. What can you do for the country? Ano ba yung pwede niyong magawa para sa bansa? Ayun. Calling for a revolution is a sure way for VP to get arrested, sabi ni Mikhail Yuri. True! True! Educate ng tama, hindi yung let me educate you. Correct. So, yun I think we're going to feel down for for quite some time. Together's Club, PM mo ako. PM mo ako Together's Club ha. Madadown tayo for for quite some time. And it's okay. ang importante, we are in touch with reality. Hindi tayo in denial, hindi tayo, we really see the truth. Saan tayo mahina, saan tayo malakas, paano natin magagamit yung mga bagay-bagay na meron tayo to our own advantage. Ayun. Sabi ni Meow, Laila, tigilan mo ako pagpapanggap na DDS ka. Kung DDS ka, you will never blame VP kasi nabudol din. Correct! Correct! Pero sa tingin ko, kailangan pa din may mag-lead. If you look into history, laging may nagli-lead ng revolution. Oo. Oo, pero it is among the ranks. It is among the ranks. Joey Camillela strictly under duress, taga-Etivac, willing to build a group, sabi ni Ola Piña. Sige. Mag-ano tayo, mag-usap-usap tayo. Lumalaban naman si VP, kaya niya ipagtanggol sarili niya. Kaya nung sinabi niya, gusto niyang makita gaano kawalang iya si Bebe, ibig sabihin, kung kaya niyang tiisin pa ng Pilipino, nasa tao yan kung magtitiis pa. Correct. Correct. Ganun siya. Ganun siya. Yun nga yung reason kaya gusto kong maging leader si Inday eh. Kasi leader siya by example. Alam mo yun? Ako, ang pwede ko lang gawin, kumbaga sasabihin ni Inday na ako, ang pwede kong gawin, pagsisilbihan ko kayo ng tama. Pero pagsisilbihan ko kayo to the extent na kung ano yung kaya nyong ibigay na kapangyarihan sa akin. I am not going to take the power for myself. I'm just going to take the power from you, from the people. Ayun. Do you think makikialam ba ang other super countries kung magkagulo or mag-collapse ang economy? Hindi. Anong pakialam nila sa atin? Huwag dapat antayin si VP tumayo. Hindi pwedeng lahat ng leader natin ay isang kalan natin sa mga kaso. Sinong leader ang matitira kung tsaka palang kikilos kapag nagpipilit tayong may tumayo? Correct. You have to stand for yourselves. Ayun. Di nga pwedeng mag-lead si VP kasi ipapakulong siya for inciting first edition. Correct. O di lalo ka nawala ng leader. Diba? Sabi ni Gerald Molina, napakabagal magdesisyon ng SC, nakakapagod maghintay. Magdesisyon na sila. Kaso, sa kaso ni Senator Bato at FPRRD, mabawasan ang kaguluhan, lahat lang tayo gumugulo. SC galaw. And sa totoo lang, di na rin ako umaasa sa kanila. Wala nga akong ganang pakinggan yung oral arguments. Parang putang ina, panay ano tayo dito? Panay rason. Wala na, patay na lahat ng ninakawan ng pera. Diba? Nobody wants to fix this country. Tayo na lang yung interesadong ayusin ng bansa. Ngayon, kung tayo na interesadong ayusin ng bansa, dami-dami nating dahilan, hindi natin maayos tong bansang to. Diba? Ayun. So anyway, yun lamang po at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. And walang iwanan. Alam ko dumudugo yung puso nating lahat. Durog na durog tayong lahat. But we have to soldier on and regroup. And hindi tayo katulad ng mga dilaw at saka ng mga kaya nating i-recognize yung katotohanan. Kaya nating i-recognize yung totoo. Kaya nating i-acknowledge yung weaknesses natin and yung strength natin. At kaya nating mag-improve. Yun yung paniwalaan natin. 'Di ba? Okay? So anyway, yun lang. I'll see you next time. Maraming salamat and laban lang.